Have you ever felt invisible in a room full of voices? The one person everyone talks around, like a ghost at your own life? That quiet ache of wanting to matter, yet fearing the spotlight might burn you alive? Episode 1 of Mairimashita Iruma kun Season 4 drops you straight into that storm. Released on April 4th, 2026, and streaming exclusively on Crunchyroll, this episode picks up right after the tension of the previous season's Harvest Festival, where the misfit class fought to keep their dream classroom. Now the stakes feel heavier than ever, like the sword of Damocles hanging over every demon teen who dared to dream big. From the very first frame, the screen hums with that familiar mix of chaotic energy and hidden pain. You can almost taste the sweet, metallic tang of Demon World candy in the air, and hear the faint trumpet notes echoing like a secret call in the night. It doesn't just tease the story. It plants a hook in your chest and pulls, leaving you desperate to know what happens when the unseen finally decides to be seen. You're not watching an anime. You're stepping into a world where one overlooked soul could change everything, and you already feel the pull to find out how. The abnormal class, those lovable problem children of Babel's demon school, faces a brutal new rule. Every single student must reach rank Daleth 4 by the end of their first year, or they lose the Royal One, their hard-won special classroom. Fresh off the high and exhaustion of the Harvest Festival, they set their sights on the upcoming music festival, the final promotion exam where sound itself becomes power. Their plan? Make Elisabetta, still stuck at rank Bet 2, shine like a star. But then comes the bombshell. There's a 13th misfit they've somehow never truly noticed, Person Soy, another rank 2 student whose very existence feels like a riddle wrapped in silence. The episode keeps its promise tight and focused, never rushing, never wasting a beat. It hands you just enough pieces: the classroom buzz, the sudden reveal, the first awkward attempts to pull someone out of the shadows, to leave your heart racing and your mind spinning with questions. You sit there, feeling the same confusion and excitement the class does, wondering how one quiet trumpet player could hold the fate of the whole group. This episode moves the story forward like a perfectly timed crescendo. It doesn't just recap, it reignites the fire. The misfit class learns their survival now depends on the music festival, turning what could have been a simple school event into a life-or-death performance. The big revelation, Person Soy's existence, lands like a quiet thunderclap. One moment he's background noise, the next he's the center no one can ignore. The pacing feels natural, breathing room for laughs and tension without dragging. No cheap twists, just smart setup that makes you lean in. Fans on Reddit and X have been buzzing about how this sudden 13th student clears up a long-standing curiosity. Why did the class always feel one short? Manga readers know this moment plants seeds for deeper bloodline magic lore, but the anime keeps it mysterious enough to hook newcomers while rewarding those who followed the story. The cliffhanger isn't loud. It's that lingering silence after Person finally speaks, leaving you hungry for what his choice will cost. Iruma shines here not with flashy heroics but with the quiet growth we've watched since Season 1. His selflessness has evolved. It's almost selfish now, the way he refuses to let anyone stay hidden. He's the one who truly sees Person, like a friend reaching through fog no one else notices. Person himself steals the episode. Shy, vanishing, then suddenly pouring out words like a dam breaking. His hidden wounds peek through. The weight of family duty, the fear of standing out when your blood demands you disappear. Elisabetta and the rest feel alive too, their banter sharp and real. Every choice and line of dialogue rings true, turning familiar faces into people you'd fight beside. It's the kind of growth that hits you in the chest, reminding you of those times in life when someone believed in you before you believed in yourself. At its core, this episode asks the question every human has whispered in the dark: do I hide to survive, or step into the light and risk everything? Power, morality, sacrifice, they all swirl around the idea of being seen. Person's struggle mirrors real-life stories of people who lived in shadows. Think of anonymous artists in history whose work changed the world while they stayed invisible, or soldiers who operated behind enemy lines so others could stand tall. The episode doesn't preach. It shows hope versus despair, the cost of friendship, the beauty of choosing to matter. You feel it in your bones, that universal tug between safety and purpose. The demon world feels richer than ever. Demon ranks aren't just numbers anymore, they're survival. Bloodline magic gets a spotlight too, especially the eerie power that lets someone slip from memory like smoke. It deepens the rules without overwhelming, making the netherworld feel alive and dangerous in the best way. The script sparkles. Lines land with perfect timing, funny one second, heavy the next. Person's sudden flood of words after silence hits like a long-held breath finally released. You'll replay certain exchanges in your head, feeling their weight long after the credits roll. BN Pictures delivers once again under Chief Director Makoto Moriwaki and Director Ayaka Tsujihashi. Art Director Hitomi Yoshida crafts frames that breathe, rich, rich, saturated colors that make the demon school pop with life. Clever use of shadows and light to show who's truly seen. Movement feels fluid and expressive. The way person flickers in and out is pure visual poetry. Stillness carries emotion just as powerfully as action. Every detail, from the sparkle in Iruma's eyes to the faint trumpet glow, serves the story. Camera angles pull you inside the scene. Low shots when the class feels small against their goal, tight close-ups when person's presence finally registers. The editing rhythm dances between chaos and calm, mirroring the character's emotions perfectly. The OST, composed by Akimitsu Hanma and Yayoi Sekimokai, acts like another character. Soft trumpet motifs haunt the background, building to moments that make your pulse quicken. Silence speaks loudest when person appears. You feel the weight of it. The music doesn't just accompany the story, it is the story's heartbeat. Ayumu Muraise continues to pour his soul into Iruma, making every encouraging word feel warm and real. But the standout is Setsuo Ito as Person Soi. His voice captures the shift from ghostly quiet to an unstoppable torrent of thoughts with incredible range. You hear the tremor of someone stepping out of hiding for the first time. It's the kind of performance that makes you believe in the character completely. This episode left me smiling, heart racing, and strangely moved. Moments of laughter mixed with that quiet ache of seeing someone finally noticed. The collision of destinies, Iruma reaching out, person deciding whether to step forward, feels like a breaking point that shifts everything. It echoes the big questions we all carry. What would I risk to be truly seen? What if my voice could change someone's world? You walk away carrying a piece of that hope and fear, wondering what choices lie ahead. A few fans noted the opening felt a touch recap heavy, but I see it as deliberate, like taking a deep breath before the real performance begins. The complexity of bloodline magic might confuse first-timers at first glance, yet the show trusts you to catch up. These aren't flaws, they're choices that make the payoff sweeter. Season 4 Episode 1 succeeds brilliantly. A strong, heartfelt launch that honors everything that made the series special, while pushing it forward with fresh mystery and heart. Its greatest strength is how it makes you care deeply about every misfit in that classroom. If you've followed Iruma's wild ride so far, this is the episode that reminds you why you fell in love with the show. If you're new, well, you're about to discover something magical. So tell me, are you ready to step into the music festival spotlight with them? Because once you hear that first trumpet note, walking away simply isn't an option anymore. The Misfit class is calling. Your seat in the Royal One is waiting. Don't make them perform without you.